Show Me the Body, Trouble the Water, the Remixes EP. Let's chat about it. Hey friends, what's going on? John here from Wood Spinning here tonight to chat about this very short, sweet collection of remixes from the latest Show Me the Body album. And if you don't know, Show Me the Body are a New York area based punk band. I've been following them for years. I'm a New York boy, believe it or not. I do say coffee. But, you know, for years I have been following them just because I feel like they have an interesting sound when it comes to modern hardcore. They have a level of danger in their music that I just don't hear anymore. You know, albums from them like Body War and Dog Whistle and their last album, Trouble the Waters, have been some of my favorite punk albums of the last few years. Hell, their last album, the Trouble the Waters album, I named one of my favorite rock albums of the year last year. I gave it a decent 9. I thought it was fantastic. Now, I heard they were dropping an EP of remixes, and usually this is the kind of EP that I probably will listen to once and then probably delete out of my library and just never even think about again. But there were some interesting names attached to this project, so I figured I would give it a formal review. And I will say this, there are some actually genuinely interesting remixes on this very short EP. First up, we get the WW4 remix. This one is the Psymun remix featuring RXK Nephew. And for those of you who don't know, the World War IV track, or WW4, it meant a lot to me. I thought it was one of the best rock singles of the year last year. It ended up very high charting on my top 50 singles of the year. And this is a really interesting remix. And if you don't know, if you're not familiar with Show Me the Body, they, you know, for a long time in their early days, you know, were very often bringing on MCs to their projects. Check out the whole Corpus 1 tape. I wouldn't say that this version is better than the original, not even close, but there is still a very intense sense of danger on this track that I really freaking adore. RXK Nephew's performance is also wild-eyed and completely ruthless. And alongside some very noisy, harsh production, yeah, this is very serviceable. We also get the Boils Up JCORE remix from Sloss and Malone. This actually works really nicely. I just love how rugged and noisy and abrasive it comes off. I mean, once again, hats off to Sloss and Malone, who I am a fan of. He brings the intensity and really doesn't, you know, take anything away from the original. I mean, it's not as wild and noisy, but it's an interesting new flavor. It's got that angst to it. Nothing is left behind. It's a great track. And the WW4 Swishahouse remake by DJ Michael Watts. This one, from a distance, widened my eyes. I was so hyped for this, and I think it's easily the best remix here. It's the track to listen to. It's also probably one of the most simple remixes here. Yes, you know, in the final minute, you know, it definitely does get more noisy and harsh, but a lot of this is just that old chopped and screwed, baby. But it's even somehow more tragic and more emotionally exhausted than the original. And the final minute and a half, yeah, I guess that's kind of what hell sounds like, or what it will sound like. But yeah, I wouldn't take this over the original, but it's certainly an argument. There are also some remixes that just did not need to see the light of day. The Radiator remix that we get by Pink Sifu, you know, I've heard a lot of Pink Sifu stuff, but he still hasn't really, you know, grasped my heart or just like done anything to make himself stand out to me, which stinks because a lot of people do really love what he's doing right now, and that's fine. But this remix that we get here from him just sucks. I mean, certainly upbeat, frantic, and very rough around the edges. That's fine. But this is demo quality. This sounds thrown together and super careless. In the Food from Plate Coochie mix from High Tech, this is also just a remix that did not need to see the light of day. This is certainly a heady remix, but it's a much more electronically tinged one, which is fine on paper. That's cool, but my God, does this sound ugly. It's out of place, it's misguided. This sounds like some 18-year-old kid went on SoundCloud and just wanted to screw around. It's a real shame. This track goes nowhere. It just sounds bad. Kinda yuck. I mean, this EP, you know, check it out if you are a Show Me the Body fan, or if you were a fan of their last album, Trouble the Waters, as I am a big fan of. There's some interesting remixes here. Yes, 2 of them are for World War IV, but that's fine by me if it sounds good. Yeah, there's some really interesting, very daring new remixes that make make things a little bit more emotional and even more harrow than they were originally. Would I take them over the originals? No, but it's an argument. And I will say, you know, the 2 remixes that we get here that are bad should never have been done in the first place. They are that awful. So it is kind of a mixed bag. I'm feeling a decent 6 on this EP, but let me know what you all think down below. If you like the video, be sure to give us a like, give us a subscribe, and let me know down below what you would like for me to chat about in the future. Till next time, have a great day, friends.